this episode of Afro Scientific Spirituality. My name is Remains West, reaching you live and direct from the heart of Africa. If you are watching me for the first time, this is a place where we separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concepts from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I'm very happy to delighted to tell you that this is the birthday of my channel, and today we make it officially 4 years that I have been on YouTube officially. Today, 8th day of July. So I'm very happy, and I am celebrating. Okay, so I'm grateful. So the topic of today is that how how do I welcome a deity into my house as a non-devotee? This topic was posted to me by a student, somebody that wants to know. The person is want to practice African spirituality, but they don't want to commit. That's why he's asking this question, and I want to talk about the question today. And it's a very good question, quite naturally. But before then, let's do our customary libation. Let's call our spirits. It's been quite some time. I have been flying due to some emergencies, some unnecessary things beyond my control. So please, if you are there, bring your drink, bring your whiskey, water, lime, linker. Let's call our ancestors, our divine ancestors, and if nothing else, let's just chill out. So it doesn't matter where you are. Today is Monday, and let's call our spirits together in fellowship and in unity. So I'll be calling upon a Baba Legba, aka Legbara, aka Baruski. I thank you this day, the Primus Inter Pares, the first among equals. I give you this drink today. I give you this libation today to acknowledge you for being who you are, for your guidance, your understanding, your understanding, your protection, and your love. I ask that you accept this drink and you give us the ability and capacity to always make the right decisions in every situation we find ourselves. I call upon Oshun, Mother of Love, Mother of Divinity, Mother of Prosperity, Mother of Procreation, Productivity, Mother of Life. I ask that you continue to bless us with your presence, with your glory, with your love. Give life into everything that we do, for water is life. Let your spirit permeate us, let it animate us, let it stimulate us, let it bless us, that anywhere we put our hands, it will bear fruit, it will bring happiness, it will bring love, it will bring unity. I call upon segments, Mother of Prosperity. I ask that you give us the power, the wisdom of economic empowerment, of liberation, of love. Bless us this day. Teach us the secrets and mysteries of financial engineering, of how to use our natural and human resources judiciously to bring progress and prosperity to our life. I call upon Ologbushere, aka the Black Panther, aka the dark recess of the undefeatable, indomitable abyss of the African melanated consciousness. I ask that you continue to guide us, inspire us, empower us, and motivate us to keep pushing for total freedom and liberations from our enemies. I call upon Urumila. I ask for wisdom. I call upon Obatala. I ask for wisdom. I call upon Ikwensu. I ask for wisdom. I call upon Ohore, Ojurie. I call upon our great spirits of our African melanated consciousness, Osinye, Azaka, Aziza. I give you drink today, Ofurie. I give you drink. I call upon the spirits of our ascended ancestors to stand by us this day to accept their libation. Great spirits of people that died during the Arab slave trade, during the transatlantic slave trade, during the Middle Passage. Spirit that people have forgotten, that nobody have remembered their name. I give you this drink today. I ask that you continue to guide us, protect us, and keep crying out for justice, because if there is no justice, there will be no peace. I call upon great ascended ancestors, people like Marcus Garvey, Bob Marley, Muhammad Ali, It's Martin Luther King. It's Thomas Sankara. It's General Rawlings. It's Nelson Mandela. It's Shinkanta Diop. It's Irunoko Rashidi. It's Ivan Setima. It's Great People. Body of Emulation. Fela Anikulapo Kuti. It's I give you this drink today, and much more greater men. I ask that you accept this drink and continue to guide us, continue to animate us. People like Bob Marley, Michael Jackson, people that stood for justice, love, unity. I give you this drink today. I ask that your spirit continue to empower us, continue to liberate us, continue to surround us this day. I say this mighty prayer in the mighty name of Amen Ra, in the mighty name of Olodumare, in the mighty name of Ikwensu, in the mighty name of all our African gods and goddesses that stand for truth, justice, righteousness, and harmonious balance. It's Isiagwari. It's done. So thank you for today. And for those people that join me, I am very, very delighted as usual, and I'm very happy. Today I'll be talking about how to welcome a deity into your house as a non-devotee. This person that asked this question want to make contact with a deity, and they don't want to go through all the hassles of being a devotee, as in they don't want to be responsible, or they don't want to have any kind of direct connection with the deity, in the sense that they don't want to be attending the ceremonial rites of the deity. They don't want to be doing anything for the deity, and they just want the deity to be for them without them having any kind of a responsibility towards that deity. This is why they are asking. They don't want to be devoted. Is this really possible? The answer is no. There is no way you can welcome a deity into your house, especially in African spirituality, the African spirituality that I know, without you having some form of devotion to that deity. Okay, there's no way for you to say you want to practice African spirituality, you want to make contact with a deity, and you want the deity to be in your house. You must at least, the first thing is to have an altar. You must create a space for that deity. Okay, you want the spirit to come and help you, to come and probably be protecting you or be doing one or two things for you, right? Are you not going to keep it somewhere inside your house? Where are you going to put the deity? The place needs to be at least respectable. At least you must create a space in your life, in your physical life. A space must be created to house that deity. Okay, because in the practice of spirituality, you have to make the unconscious conscious. This is what we try to do. And any deity you are making contact with must be connected to you. There must be the one-on-one rapport. So the deity, you must create a space for them. And this space is what we naturally call altar. So creating that altar in itself is devotion, or it is a symbolism of devotion. Now you create that altar, like you see my altar right here. It's a symbol of my devotion to the dedication to the practice of African spirituality. I cannot be practicing African spirituality and not having an altar, a physical altar that will connect directly to the spiritual altar. Okay, everything in the physical have a counterpart in the spiritual. So there is no way you can practice without having an altar where that deity will be present, where you'll be giving your offerings, your supplications, or doing your petitions or your spell work. All this consists of devotion. Okay, so if you have that altar, you will have to be doing one or two things there, like praying there, meditating there, doing your libations there, focusing yourself there, centering yourself there. All these things are under the canopy of devotion. So how the question is, how do you want to get a deity into your house as a non-devotee? This is what I don't really understand, because when you get the deity now, let's say you go to a spiritualist, some people they buy juju, they get money, they go online, they can see a deity, they buy. You bought that thing, bring it to your house and start giving offering to the thing. All this is the things, the characteristics of being a devotee. Okay, being a devotee doesn't mean that you have to be attending cultural ceremonies. Okay, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be doing that. It doesn't necessarily mean you must be seen with other people in the public. It doesn't mean that you have to be dressed in a certain way to announce yourself that I am a devotee. It doesn't mean that you have to be telling everybody that I am a devotee. Nobody needs to know. Spirituality is a personal race, okay, that only you will run, that does not need a middleman, and certainly does not warrant a middleman or publicity. So how you practice your spirituality is best suited on your lifestyle. The way I practice mine is based on my experience that I have gathered over the years. It does not mean it must be exactly the same way somebody is practicing their own. Okay? There are people that are living with other members of their family. They just cannot have space for creating an altar, but they still practice African spirituality. There are people that are living with hardcore Christians, that any slight instance or to any slight resemblance of anything African spirituality will get them in trouble. They still practice. Okay, there are people that are living in countries that they are persecuted. They'll still practice. So you can practice African spirituality based on the situation you find yourself. It doesn't necessarily mean that you must have an altar. It doesn't mean that you must dress in a certain way, talk in a certain way. You must do rituals publicly. It doesn't mean so. It is your mind thing, your mindset, where your mind dwells on all the time. The ultimate altar is inside you. It's your mind. You are the altar. Okay? So you can practice it in any part of the world. The main thing is that your thinking reflects the ideology and philosophy of the basic principles or the innermost principles of African spirituality. So me, in my own practice, did you see me dressing like a hardcore spiritualist? I don't dress like that. I dress very simple. If you see me on the street, you will not know that I do this kind of things. If you don't hear me talk about it, you don't read my book, you will never know. People living around me don't even know what I do. They don't know how deep I am. Okay, they know the announce them, they know the write them for feed, you know the show for forehead. Okay, but I am very, very devoted. My whole life, everything about me, every filament of my being is devoted to the practice and advancement of African spirituality. Okay, so it's my own personal experience I am reflecting. Okay, and I am getting results. You can also practice like this. You must not have an altar. You are the altar. Okay, that physical altar we have is just for show and space to express our love, because we have the capacity to do it. But for the people that don't have the capacity, does that mean they cannot practice? No, they can practice. If you're living with other people, you're living under the roof of somebody, you cannot display this. At least you read books, you still focus your mind, you will still practice, the spirit will still guide you until where you can have the capacity to express yourself openly and freely. Okay, it doesn't mean that you must dress in a certain way, you must fly to Africa to be initiated in a river, to wear certain white, to do this. No. It's none of that shit. It exists in the mind, in the spirit. Okay, as far as your spirit is there, you are there. Okay, so as a non-devotee, if you really want to practice, you can still practice, but you have that devotion is the attention you give to it, is the focus you give to it. In the world of the spirits, what is the currency is attention. In the physical world, it is money. Okay, in the spirit world, it's attention. That's why you see every spiritual system, we have so many unlimited spiritual systems. Every church is out there, every sort of system, Buddhism, Hinduism, and Shintoism, Zoroastrianism, all the isms is there. What are all these churches and mosques and spiritual systems fighting for? They are all jostling for your attention. Okay, the more you focus on them, the more they grow. The more people focus on them, the more they grow, the more they expand, the more they become stronger. So the ultimate currency in the spirit world is attention. Anything you give your attention grows. That's why you see all the major spiritual systems, they are always focused on recruiting people, evangelizing, bringing more people, telling your brothers and sisters about Jesus, telling people about Muhammad, recruiting your children, recruiting everybody to recruit other people, to recruit other people, to recruit. In fact, it's only African spirituality that does not recruit like this. We don't beg people, we just focus on doing our thing. We don't recruit, we don't tell people. If the spirit resonates with you, our teaching resonates with you, you come. We don't go around begging people, knocking on people's door like Jehovah's Witness. We don't go around distributing tracts, evangelizing, even promoting, doing television advertisement, newspaper advertisement that people should come to African Spirit. No, we don't. I don't see us doing that. We don't do that. We don't do that. Yeah. So you can practice if this you feel called, you see the thing, you like the thing, and you really want to know more. You can come in, learn, and practice. But a certain level of devotion is required, which is your attention. Your attention is studying the philosophies, abiding by them, and applying them, not by only reading. Apply it in every aspect of your life. Apply it positively, apply it proactively. This is what is important. Any spirituality you are practicing must work for you. It must educate you, enlighten you, liberate you. I cannot stress this enough. So if you want to practice, there must be a higher type of devotion in you. You must be kind of called to do this. Your spirit, your mind must be here. You must have enough presence of mind to want to understand what is really going on. So it's not like you just go and buy a deity, put it in your house, then you telling the thing, I want this, I want money, I want wealth, I want love, like the deity is your houseboy. This is the mentality and orientation some people have about African spirituality. This orientation is born from Christianity, where they see African deities as demons. They see them as slaves that you get to command them to do your will. This orientation mentality was enforced by Western grimoires like the Goetia, the lesser keys or greater keys and lesser keys of Solomon, where you see the writings of the magician conjuring and forcing the spirits to do his will, threatening the spirits in the name of Elohim, in the name of Tetragrammaton, in the name of this, in the name of that, to do their will. This kind of thing that you see, many people go and copy 7 Book of Moses, where they tell them that Jehovah is the most supreme being and all over spirit and lesser spirit, so you can use them to command African deities. If you try that approach, it will backfire. People that have come all the way to African spirituality, and they think that the spirits are slaves, that you can just go and meet a native doctor and say, I want money, I want wealth, and I want a deity that will be like a genie, that I'll just be asking things, that will just be giving it to me in exchange for my soul. They end up becoming slaves to parasitic deities. If you have that mindset that you come into African spirituality, all your problems will solve overnight, it will never happen. Okay? You are the one that will change your problems. You will solve them. You will solve them with the knowledge that you get from here. What you're going to find here is knowledge, wisdom, understanding, how to improve your life, how to make your life better. This knowledge is what you will use to change your own life by your own hands. Not by the spirit will become your slave that you can command your will. If you're looking for those kind of deities, you will become enslaved. This is how many people have ended up meeting the wrong spiritualists. They have told them they're going to bring your mother, your father, your children to be sacrificed, to be wealthy. This kind of mentality is what gets people into this kind of abominable practices. Okay, African spirituality is not like that. Those people, they are practicing wickedness. Okay, so you have this mentality that you are coming here as a devotee. The essence of you being a devotee is that you must create the time to study, focus your attention, learn the things that you need to learn, apply the principles in your life. Just like any other thing you will learn and apply. Very practical approach to life. This is what will improve you. This is what will change your situation. Okay, this is what will help you. So for this question that this person asked, how do I welcome a deity to my house as a non-devotee? It is almost impossible, because you must be devoted to a certain degree. At least your attention must be on the deity. You must meditate on the deity. You must study the characteristics of this deity. You must become the deity by emulating the qualities of the deity. All this is what will happen to you. And when you do these things, you find out that things will work well for you. Okay, so you cannot just go and say you come in, get the higher the spirit to be working for you. Then you have no responsibility towards the spirit. You have no responsibility or whatsoever. It does not really work like that, in the real sense of the word. So this mentality, you should not approach African spirituality like this. If you approach it like this, you will end up enslaving yourself. You will end up with the wrong spirits. You will end up in a bad way. Okay, don't approach them like this. The spirits we are venerating are spirits of our ancestors, in most cases, people that have gone before us, people that are wiser than us, more knowledgeable than us. When they see the manner of the way you are approaching this topic, they will be obliged to teach you a lesson, most possibly a bitter lesson that you will remember for the rest of your life. A bitter lesson that will change your life. So do not see African spirituality as this. I encourage people to study history very, very well. Then so that they don't see their ancestors or the spirit as demons. They don't see them as slaves. They don't see them as something that you cannot be responsible to. Being responsible for the deity simply means you have to be responsible to your fellow man. Okay? Giving offerings or necessary killing of animals and chicken, that is not African spirituality. African spirituality is the practical study of the scientific ways of doing things, of the African approach of understanding the universe, the heads, working with the head, living in peace, in harmony with the heads. This is the essence of the study. So it's not about getting a deity to give you anything you want. Okay, it's about us learning to show thyself approved. So we learn every day. We read, we learn new things, we discover new things, we find out solutions to solve our problems. We try to bring peace, we try to bring empowerment, we try to bring happiness, we try to bring liberation, and we also punish those that attack us, those ones that don't wish us well. We also stand against them. All this is part of the practice. It is social responsibility towards yourself, your family, and your future generation. So if you are not ready to be responsible, to do anything for the planet, to do anything for your future generation, to do anything for the spirits, to do anything for yourself, this thing will not work for you. If you not sacrifice something to be able to get something, achieve something in the future, this will not work for you. So for this person that asked this question, this is my observation, and this is my take on this very issue. I hope that you will try to approach African spirituality with the right frame of mind, so that it will work for you. If you don't approach it in the right frame of mind, it will not work for you. Do not see deities as your slave. Do not see African spirituality as something that you can do to just for your own benefits. Okay, you have to see it as something that is for nation building, for building yourself, improving your mindset. Many things you cannot learn in the school, you will learn it here. Many things they're not going to teach you in your society, you're going to learn it here. Many secrets of life, of nature, of the inner workings of nature, you're going to learn it here. So assume that you are here to study. This is where you get the full benefit. Forget about any spirits or any deities or what spells. Just assume that you want to learn. You want to learn something new. You want to understand it. Just open your mind, open your heart, and come into this program. Okay? And you will learn. You will be shocked. If you approach it like this is where you get the full benefit. And if you come looking for something to benefit you, not what you can give, it's another issue. You will not really get the thing very well. Okay? So this is what I have to say today on this topic. Questions or comments are welcome. Please like and share this video. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell close to the subscribe button, so you'll be first to get my videos as soon as I release them. Then, of course, if you still have not gotten my book, this is the book here, the latest one, Whispers of a Mente, Pathways to Ascension. This book is for people that want to practice African spirituality, that want to make direct contacts with the deities. For this guy that asked this question, that how do I welcome a deity without being a devotee? This book will help you. It will teach you the things that you need to know, the things that you need to do to make direct one-on-one contact without any middleman, without going to any shrine, without flying to Africa, without spending unnecessary money. It's just $100. You get this book. You want to know this. This will help you a lot. It's a very good book. It's a one of a kind grimoire. I cannot stress the importance of this book a lot. People that have read it, they have seen the thing shock them. When they read them, they real go deep. They know that this book is a book of power. It's a gateway. Those people that saying we don't have contact with the Kemetic deities, this book will link you directly to the pathways of making contact with those spirits. Is here. I wrote everything here, very deep. How to know things. I also put over 50 spells that will help you, medical spells too. So get this book. It's very important. Okay, it's only here you will get it, not anywhere else. Then, if you want to also know about how to do spells, over 50 spells are here. Sorry, over 200 spells are here, walking in the shadow of the gods. This book, I laid the spells down with their botanical names for the herbs, so it's easy for you to trace them. There's a spell for health, for love, prosperity, protection, any aspect you find it for, you will get it here. This one you can get in any country. You will use this and you can solve the problems in your life by yourself without any middleman. So this book will help you a lot. Then if you want to know about quantum physics, the interrelationship between quantum physics and African spirituality, this is the first book written on quantum physics in the history of Nigeria. You're going to know the inner workings of quantum physics, the origin of quantum physics, the origin of the atomic structure, origin of religion, the composition of dark matter consciousness, composition of so many things. You want to know, this book is a gateway into the past, present, and future. So you need to get it too. The three of them is $300, postage included. It will make you know many things. Here we study knowledge is power. Okay, knowledge is power. This is the 3 books I have written so far, and they are packed with a lot of scientific evidence, powerful information that will empower you and liberate you. So you need to get them. Then if you want to buy your herbs, your spiritual ointments, your meditation beads, I have lots of them here for your needs. Native shock, thunderstone, blackstone, you name it, I have them. If you also want to learn African spirituality, I teach it here. This is the purpose of this channel, to educate, disseminate this knowledge so that people can get proper understanding of this subject, so you can know it very well, that it will help you to liberate you, to empower you. So I do all those things here. Then you also want to do your oracle, tarot readings. I do all those things, packs, spells, love spell, X's, and a lot more. So please contact me here. I have always been here. Today, making it 4 years, I have been on YouTube officially. I have done a lot of things. I have taught a lot of people African spirituality. I have liberated many souls. I have empowered many people by the grace of the ancestors. And we are still growing strong. So if you really want to learn something, I have things that will help you. Yeah. I have things, knowledge that many people will not want to share. I'll be very happy to share it with you to advance the knowledge. It is my dream that everybody practicing or learning from me will be better than me. Okay, it's my dream that Africa will be better, Nigeria will be better, the condition of black people, African people will improve in this world, that the knowledge of the truth will spread. It is my dream that good things will be for you. Okay, this is my dream, and this is the reason why I am here. So please, if you want to really practice, you want to know something, you want to change, you have tried different methods, you have tried Christianity, Islam, other systems, it did not work for you, I will encourage you to still settle down and try this one. Okay, I believe this one will work for you. It has worked for a lot of people. This one is practical, 100% practical. It doesn't need middleman. It is not also expensive, and it gives you direct access to the knowledge, direct access to the spirit world. Okay, so please check this one out, contact me, then make up your mind. So I'm very happy for those people that have been watching me, supporting me over the years. I thank you very much. I thank you. It's because of people like you that I am here today. The good people of this world, I am here for you. And I will continue to be here for you. And we are waxing strong. We are going places. And things are getting better for us. Okay. So I thank you very much, and of course I'll be seeing you in the subsequent videos as usual. So take care and bye. Peace.